Danna Lomax, and I work at Anacapa Middle School. And I teach 7th grade English Language Arts, 7th grade World Geography, and I'm the dual language liaison. What's unique about Anacapa is our dual language strand. We have about 250 students who receive half of their core instruction in English and half of their core instruction in Spanish. And this program exists to serve our English learners and to promote biliteracy, biculturalism, cultural awareness, global awareness, and to foster higher levels of academic achievement in Spanish and in English. I'm really excited that our dual immersion program is tripling in size. We used to only have one 6th grade class, one 7th grade class, and one 8th grade class. And in the coming years, we are going to have 3 6th grade classes, 3 7th grade classes, and 3 8th grade classes. And in a political climate where people want to put up walls and separate people, it's wonderful to have a program where all students' cultures and backgrounds and linguistic abilities are seen as additive and where everyone is celebrated and included. I teach because teaching is my passion, my art, and my activism. I'm passionate about working with kids to try to make a difference in our community, and I'm passionate about creating exciting and engaging curriculum. And it's my activism because we work together many of our students come from populations that have been marginalized, and we work to create an inclusive environment where all students feel safe and nurtured. In teaching, I think that sometimes we call things such as peace education or empathy soft skills, and really I think that's a misnomer. There is nothing easy or soft about peace, making peace. It takes courage to be vulnerable, and it takes courage to speak one's truth, especially when it's really different. It may go against what other people believe, and it takes a lot of patience to sit with each other when our truths rub up against each other and there's disagreement, to figure out how to find common ground. And so I would like to see, in addition to the 4 C's, that community or peace education has equal status with other parts of the Common Core. My students inspire me. I'm thinking of a time about 10 years ago when I was teaching away and I thought I was at the top of my game. And a student named Christelle raised her hand and said, "Miss Lomax, this whole year has been about how we're not supposed to treat each other. When are you going to teach us how we are supposed to treat each other?" And my jaw dropped and I was stopped in my tracks. And she changed my entire pedagogical approach. And I started creating units that deal with peace with ourselves, peace with each other, and peace with the planet. And so now that's the focus of my work.
If I were to describe Ms. Lomax in one word, it would be corazón, having heart.
It would definitely be accepting.
Yo describiría a la señora Lomax trabajadora, emprendedora, positiva.
In one word, I would probably use the word relational. And that is the fact that she has an amazing ability to connect with any student, whether they are enrolled in her class or not. A student that is coming from any background, she is able to connect with them, she's able to make their day better, and to work with them on improving whatever issue they may be experiencing.
In addition to being critical readers, writers, thinkers, listeners, and speakers, I want my students to take away some skills in building peace and keeping peace and making peace. And I also want them to have critical frameworks for looking at the systems of oppression that are often invisible in our society and aren't named, such as heteronormativity, patriarchy, capitalism, colonialism, and white supremacy. And so they can name those and then they can work against those to create a counter-narrative. One thing that's really true about my teaching is that there is nothing that I do alone in isolation. Everything I do is in collaboration. I collaborate with colleagues, with students, with pre-service teachers, with my family, with my twin sister who teaches in the Bay Area, anyone who's willing to collaborate with the university. And it's not something that's done in isolation. And we know, especially in the dual immersion program, that we are on the shoulders of so many brave people who came before us to make this program possible, who faced discrimination in ways that I don't understand because I'm a Chicana with white privilege. And so I am really grateful for them for paving the way so that dual immersion can thrive in Ventura County.